My son went to Zimbabwe, so his shoulder is very bad, but he was taking a shower. He goes with his phone, and his music is playing, and he's taking a shower, and he's normally singing alone. It's the music that I hate. I feel like opening that door and going and taking the phone away. So one day I said, I'm not coming there. And said, Mom, I'm 16. I can't come in and I'm showering. Anyway, so what actually made me happy the other day, he was in there. So the first song that he was playing was from a Nigerian musician. I actually like the guy. What's the name? Minister GICG, whatever, something like that. But yeah, it was a good music. Then, eventually, I heard him singing along. Anotipa, Makomborero, Hobo. I was like, oh. And, you know, it's a small thing, but I was like, okay, we're listening to gospel now. And then I told you I had to scare him with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel like a very bad parent. But I mean, it worked, so it's okay.
but I think like the ones the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, they were very much strict when it comes to like church. And I remember my mom very well. She was like, "Ndiruku vapana pandaki adorango. Akuna munhu ari kusara pano." You know.
My mom
so,
was like, "Oh, Osplendo chichi. Chibuda mimbenga ndakabatsiro.
Did not care." Then in doing but she was so do you think like us as parents we are failing now when it comes to it's probably how the world is actually evolving these days?
Okay, the world plays a role in the sense that parents are too busy they're not having time for their kids, but also we are to blame. I'm one of the generation of parents that have become quite liberal. We need to get to a balance. We can't really raise our kids the way we were raised.
Yes.
That's my mom, like we're sitting like this. If you just start annoying me and I was your mother, this was going to be in your face in the next 2 seconds. But we can't do that now. We can't raise our kids like that, but there should be a balance. And if we're not careful with our kids, they will totally forget. Like sometimes I actually think my son thinks I'm his friend. They will totally forget that we're parents if you don't put that line in. It's very easy for them to cross the line. There is too much liberalization where we have accepted that I'm not okay. Have you ever seen like on Facebook, I'm not okay.
You know, yeah.
Nah, mine will not be the death of me, I promise you. But anyways, the thing is we as parents also have been a little bit more too lenient when it comes to enforcing things that are good. You know, if we were brought up in a Christian way and we turned out good, why don't we want our kids to be brought up the same way?
Yeah.
So it takes very little. Like I sit my son down all the time, and when he was in grade 8, when he was in grade 9, I realized that he was becoming that person, because you'd come home and you'd say everything would be like, Mom, don't be too judgmental. I'm like, you can't sin and expect people not to correct you.
Yes.
That's not being judged, that's being corrected. So you need to sit your kids down and make them see what's right and what's wrong. You know, once your child starts talking, like my son is like, I don't mind if you are this, as long as you're not rubbing it in my face. If you don't want to believe in God, it's still okay. I'm like, no, it's not okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay. It's not okay whether you're rubbing it in or whatever. You do not just land up here, child. You from somewhere. You know, there is God that created the universe that you live in, and you can't not believe in God. There's nothing right about it. So we sometimes just let it go. And also the other thing is the generation of mothers. I'm part of that generation of mothers. Very few of us are actually very serious about God, like on our own.
Yes.
So it's very difficult now to be training your children, like the Bible says, train up a child in the way that they should go, so when they grow or they won't depart from it. What we did, we were trained up in that way, and most of us have departed from it. I don't even know how.
What's causing that mainly? Because to me it's more of like, I don't know, like what you're saying actually right now, Kuti. You know, vabereki vedu and us, we are totally two worlds apart.
Like we trained that, you know, no matter what I do, like, I mean, I'll quote another verse. Like the Bible says that we all have sinned and we fell short of the glory. We sin at a point in our lives and all that. And we fall and we rise again. Then there's so many verses that say we can falter, but doesn't mean we. But because of the way I was brought up, you would never see me neglecting God. You would never see me going, there is no God, or like, church. Or let's not even talk about going to church. I don't know. In one thing that I have learned, no matter what I do, even still, you see, I don't go to. I've got a sister here who goes to a church that I don't go to.
Okay.
I go to a certain church.
Okay.
But what I've learned is my son believes in the doctrine of that church, because that's where I was going to. That's where I raised him to a certain age.
Okay.
And then I changed churches to another church.
Okay.
But you know what I do? Okay, I go with him to the church that I go to.
All right.
But every January, they do Matin days.
All right. Yes.
And he believes in those very much.
Okay.
He'll tell you that I'm going to be starting my year with 10 days. I make sure that I send him to his auntie.
Oh,
days
apera.
Good thing I got a holiday. Apera
every day.
My 10 days. I'll see my son praying in the shower and all that. Then then you start again to say, and now what's going on? And I'm actually very grateful I'm grateful for my sister, because she's got 2 kids, right? And the other one is actually 23, my son is 17, but they're very close.
All right.
And because those 2 also were raised in the ways of the Lord, this 23 now my son is just like, if I don't pray. He hears about it. Yo, my brother will kill me. I have to pray.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a right reason to pray. You can't pray because you're scared of Tani, but he's still praying.
Pray. Yeah.
He's still praying. I mean, he's still young. You get the hang of it. Like you pray. You don't pray because you're scared of someone, but you still pray. But it just takes a little bit more effort to redirect our kids, because with the world as it is, if we don't redirect them, the normal thing is just to mess up. Like the normal thing now is just to mess up. Like for girls, 12 years you can find them pregnant out there and all that, because that's what the world is. So if we do not redirect our kids, kutongoramba uchitongodzorera ungari boarding nechimsendera mamesi mavhesi ariko boarding ikoko ndichimti wana mata musuno ndavanzi stop micromanaging even my prayers, ma, you know. But avarohweka so vanetaura zvavana like havasukutomboti
unobata shamu uyampichisiya kuti ikwe.
So but then you still continue to redirect. And I keep giving an example of my child, because that's the generation that we are raising, and he struggles with the same struggles that the youths are struggling with now. And I'm grateful that at least by God's grace we've been able to contain him in the Lord. And just you know, if you keep at it and you also do as you preach. But like we're saying, that the biggest problem that we're having is, what are we doing as parents?
You can say that again.
What are we doing? And people are busy. Like, it was a long weekend now. From Saturday or from Friday night, Mama and Daddy were just drinking until Monday. You know? Like, they don't even know what the kids are doing. What do you expect?
We are actually failing our kids out there. We are.
What do you expect? So we need to step up and to write short stories. I actually wrote short stories that were in prizes when I was in high school. So I used to be big on debates and public speaking and writing stories. So I'm more into script writing. But if what I have written and whoever is the main actor of my story is not giving it what I want and it's a lady, I'll take the role.
Okay.
So that's when you see me on script. I don't act as much as I write. I write more scripts than I act, but then sometimes I write a script and I have a picture in mind of what I want it to be, and then the main character is probably my age and is a female. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it because this is not coming out the way I want. So yeah, I do.
I recently saw a post whereby were you Soli something? Soli?
Yeah,
Soli.
Sonia.
Oh, Sonia.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we also expecting more of some drama series when it comes to the acting part, or probably more of the writing?
You probably just see my name in writings more. But
okay.
Yeah, if it comes to I need to be in, you will still see my face.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was all about it for today with Miss Otilia Wafawarova. So yeah, you've heard it all. And probably we are going to be promising you more things to come.
As soon as I get home, I love
please do. Right, so any social media handles that you'd like to share with the people, be it TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
No. Actually, because of the toxicity that I was talking about, I don't have any social media handles. What I do actually really, unless we need to look for help for people, I don't really need to put it out there. I would rather help people privately because it's too sensitive.
Definitely,
and unless we're looking for help. So my Facebook account is actually locked. So I don't really have a big social media.
I noticed. I wanted to do some investigation, but then I was like, go back and look up what this is. What's going on? You know.
With what I do, sometimes you get really like such a backlash that you don't want that attention. So no, I'm not big on social media.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was all about it for today at All Out 9 Yards. And please don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, as well as to press the notification and the subscription button. And for those that also want to advertise with us, market with us, my door akavurika vidwe huyayi mu market tishande pamwichete sema Zimbabweans as well as even the South Africans, the Somalians, the Ethiopians, you can name it. The doors are open. So that was all about it for today, and we are out. Thank you.